Okay. All right, super champions. Official welcome to the meeting today. Our very first meeting for the month of August, and I am excited. I am super pumped up, super energetic. You know, the month of July for me was amazing. I mean, apart from the fact that the business grew in Tanzania, the business grew in Zambia, and I'm going to share the growth that we've had in Zambia. But also, I was blessed with an amazing, beautiful baby girl on the 30th of July. So you can imagine, it was so exciting. I know she's an end month baby, guys. Can you believe I got a baby on end month? I feel sorry for her birthday parties. Anyway, she's gonna miss out on a lot of FBOs attending her parties because they'll be busy closing the month. But for me, it was an amazing month, July. Things were very exciting for me, and I'm still excited as of right now, and super energetic and super pumped up. And I'm happy. I'm happy to be able to open up the month of August for you in your business. I'm happy to have the privilege to kickstart your August. I'm happy to have the privilege to, to really start up the month of August in the best way possible. And the title of my training, I had written an empty canvas. And that's what the month of July is right now to you. It's an empty canvas, and you get to decide how you want to paint it. Right now, as we are speaking, you get to decide how you want your July to be. And even more than that, you get to decide how your future with Forever will be. Not just the month of August, how your future with Forever is going to be. And Forever, it's an amazing business. And every month you are given an opportunity to start over. Every month you are given an opportunity to start over. Or sometimes it's not an opportunity for you to start over, but rather it's an opportunity for you to continue taking the steps towards the destination that you want. And if we talk about Forever, we cannot talk about Forever without mentioning an amazing man who, we lost an amazing person in the month of July. That's the saddest thing that happened in July. Our founder, Mr. Rex Mon. I've gotten, an opportunity to meet him a number of times. The first time was in 2008 when we went to the US for the very first time. I qualified for the fully paid trip to the US, and I was like super excited to see what Forever is, how big Forever really is. And we got to US, and it was an amazing event. And I got to meet Rex. And this is like a billionaire, someone that is like, super rich. And he's the founder of Forever Living Products. And I got him, and in just a short time, I saw how humble he is. I mean, how difficult would it be for anybody to meet a billionaire and hug the billionaire, take photos, and even chit chat with the billionaire? But Rex was so humble. He really humbled himself. And I remember the event was in Phoenix, Arizona. And then from Phoenix, Arizona, we Forever chartered 3 flights, booked 3 flights for us, fully for Forever FBOs. And we got to the check-in point with our luggages. I was with my mom. We got to the check-in point. We have our luggages. And guess who we found at the check-in? We found Rex there. He was there greeting every FBO who is about to be checked into the plane, helping putting the luggage on the conveyor that takes, the bags to the plane. And I was like so amazed by how humble he was. Like, how can he be there for us in that way? How can he, help us carry bags and put in the conveyor? I mean, he's a billionaire. I mean, when you go to big events and meet Rex, you see him carrying. When we go for our charity events with Forever, Forever Giving, most of he really loved to help an organization called Fight Against Hunger. So would pack meals, and Rex would also be there packing meals with us, which is simply amazing for someone of his status. So I want us to take a moment. I want us to take a moment, just a few seconds, to pray for him, to thank him for his vision and his perseverance and his focus, which he began way back in 1978. And today, 43 years have passed, and me and you are still enjoying the fruits of his vision, are still enjoying the fruits of something that he started, something that he began, and today it's a gift to millions of people around the world. So, in honor and respect to the life of Rex, as much as we cry for his depart, but we are also celebrating his life. And I would like us to take just a few seconds, moment of silence to appreciate his life and his impact to us and so many other people. Just a few seconds, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I've had an opportunity to meet Rex. I've had an opportunity to meet Greg. And I'll tell you, the whole Mon family, one thing that they're encouraging us right now is to keep up the good work that Rex started. And Rex came up with this company with one major thing in mind: to give people an opportunity to make their lives better, both health-wise together with financially. So we are now in debt. We are now in debt. We are indebted to him to make sure that we share this business with as many people as possible and touch the lives of as many people as possible. And at this point, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you here in the meeting and so many others that could not make it. I want to congratulate you guys because Zambia is on fire right now. As a matter of fact, last month it was amazing for Zambia. Last month was actually the best month of Zambia in this whole year. It was their best month ever. And I'm sure before we finish the year, we're going to have the best month probably if we compare even to 3-5 months down the line. So last month, Forever Zambia grew by over 11%, guys. 11% growth. Guys, we gotta celebrate this growth. And I want you to put some serious fires on the charts there, because a double-digit growth is no joke, guys. A double-digit growth is no joke. So I mean, it's amazing. And thank you all so very much. Each and every one of you contributed to the growth that we had last month. Every CC that you did, whether it's 0.3, 0.5, 1 CC, it does not matter. Everything that you did. Yes, on this meeting, we are going to recognize people who did 5 CCs, people who did 4 CCs. We're going to recognize as well people that sponsored. And perhaps we may not recognize you on this meeting, but that does not mean we don't recognize your presence. That does not mean we don't value what you do. We value and we recognize it. And today we're just going to give a big pat on the back to those people that have done above and beyond in the month of July, which was simply amazing. And I want to encourage each and every one of you here listening to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to continue growing, challenge yourself to continue pushing, but appreciate the steps that you're making right now, because I can tell you for a fact, Zambia is going the right direction right now. And I know we've had quite a bit of product challenges at the beginning of the year. And I'm so happy to let you know all those challenges are gonna be a thing of the past very soon. We're expecting another huge, big 40-feet container that should be getting into Zambia in very few weeks. So guys, this is just time to pull our socks up. This is time to lace up our shoes so that we can continue with the race, so that we can push harder like never ever before. And the opportunity is now bigger than ever before, guys. This is the time for you to maximize. And speaking about time, you know, sometimes I get people that ask me, okay, Enos, you have achieved a lot of things. I mean, I joined Forever in 2007. And in 2014, which was 7 years after I joined the business, I do the business with my wife. Whenever I say I want you to know it's me and my wife. In 7 years of building this business, we moved from being new distributors. In 7 years, we grew into becoming number 4 in the whole of Africa and number 21 in the whole world within 7 years of building the business. From 0 to number 21 in the whole world and number 4 in Africa. Somebody once asked me, Enos, we've seen the success that you've had with the business, but I'm wondering, do I still have, someone in Tanzania asked me that, do I still have an opportunity today? If I join Forever today, can I get to the levels that you got? Can I also achieve the success that you've achieved? Is the opportunity still there? Or is it maybe too late? Or maybe the timing is just wrong right now. Maybe now it's too late for someone to join in and achieve big things in the business. You know, I'll give you an example of one big, huge company that I'm sure it will remind you of the fact that we've not even scratched the surface of the opportunity that we have right now. We all know Apple, right? We all know Apple. I mean, if you don't know Apple, we really gotta check you out. We all know Apple. We all know at least iPhone, right? Apple as a company last year, they did sales of $260 billion, guys. $260 billion USD. Apple, one company. The whole of network marketing industry, did $250 billion. The whole of network marketing industry. That means all network marketing companies combined, did not sell as much as Apple sold. $260 billion. Crazy, right? Now, almost 50% of those sales come from only one product in Apple, which is the iPhone. iPhone does, I mean, over 50% of the sales that are done by Apple, they are all from iPhone. Now, where am I going with this? Let me ask you a question. If you go around the street and start asking people about, do you know an iPhone? And then you ask people, do you know network marketing? Do you think you'll get more people that know network marketing, or you'll get more people that know an iPhone? Without a doubt, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, you'll get more people that know that there's something called an iPhone than people who know about network marketing. And yet, iPhone, which is like literally known by everyone, they did 260 billion in sales. Actually, iPhone alone did about 130 billion in sales. And yet everybody seemed to know about it. And even though everybody seemed to know about it, today you might start an iPhone shop and still sell iPhones. Well, it looks like everybody who wants to own an iPhone, maybe they already own an iPhone. So if iPhone that sells over 130 billion is still an opportunity up to today, what about Forever? Forever, we did about 3 billion, guys, last year. It's huge, it's big. I mean, there are only a handful of companies in network marketing. Maybe if you count, maybe only 20, 50 companies in network marketing do even 100 million. So Forever to do 3 billion, it's among the top 5 biggest network marketing companies in the world. The number 1 network marketing company in the world does about $8 billion in sales. Now, if you compare that to an iPhone, if an iPhone is still an opportunity today, what about your Forever business? It's much, much bigger opportunity. Now, does it mean it will get to a point where this opportunity will be out of time? No. Saturation does not exist. Saturation only exists in a business which does not have a product that has got real customers. But if you are in a business which has got products that has got real customers, you will never run out of business. So me and you today, before we even get into the core of our training, which will be mainly to show you how big Forever can be, how much money is waiting for you, I want you to first prepare your mind and understand that you are still in the same opportunity as someone that joined Forever in 1978. You still have the same chance as someone who joined in 1978. You still have the same chance as Enos, who joined in 2007. You still have the same chance as someone that is right now leading in the world. You know someone who is leading in the world right now, Rolf Kip, who has been #1 for I don't know how many years. He joined Forever in 1992. 1992, Forever was already 14 years in the business. 1992, that's when he joined. And yet he's #1 in the world right now. Now let's forget about someone in the world. Let's talk about South Africa. And why do I want to give an example of South Africa? Because South Africa, this is the biggest forever country in the whole of Africa. It has got the topmost FBOs are from South Africa. And this year, South Africa was celebrating its 26th year in the business. 26 years in the business. Now, do you know who is the #1 FBO in South Africa? The #1 FBOs in South Africa are Nkobile and Percy. Those are the #1 FBOs in South Africa, Nkobile and Percy. Do you know when they joined Forever? They joined Forever in 2013, guys. 2013. They joined in 2013 and they're now #1 in Africa and of course in South Africa. That means when they were joining Forever in 2013, Forever started in South Africa in 1995. In 1995, it means when they were joining in 2013, Forever was already 18 years in South Africa and they joined and they're now the #1 in the whole of Africa. Now, when did Forever start in Zambia, guys? That means when Forever reaches 18 years in Zambia, when for Malawi, we're not even there. Malawi, we are not even there, officially. So when Forever Malawi reaches 18 years, someone is going to join the business. Someone is going to join the business. And that person might be the #1 in the whole of Africa. Only one big question: is that person going to be in your team or not? And in order for that person to be in your team, you need to be there and you need to be pushing the business. So this business, there's nothing about timing. There's nothing about, is it too late or too early right now? We all have an opportunity to grow as much as we want. We all have the same opportunity to reach the top. We can all get to Diamond Manager. We can all achieve the major biggest incentives in Forever. And one of the tricky thing, I don't want to call it a sad thing, but it's a very tricky thing in Forever. It's very easy to plateau in Forever with very, very small successes. It's very easy. It's very easy to be complacent in Forever. It's very easy to settle for less in Forever because let's face it, the normal things in Forever are not really normal out there. What we consider a normal income in Forever is not really a normal income out there. But I want to challenge you today, guys. I want you to start up a completely blank page for your business. I want you to draw a line in the sand today and say, I'm going to paint a new future for myself with Forever. I'm going to look at what Forever has in store for me, and I'm not going to leave anything that is in store for me. Because Forever is exactly what you're seeing right now. Forever is like a major, big, huge, crazy buffet. Now you seeing that buffet right there? Imagine you go to a buffet like that one, and you go to that buffet, you see all those options there, and you move around, you're going from one angle to another, you are looking for Nshima. I know all Zambians understand Nshima, some call it pap. In Tanzania, we call it ugali. Imagine you're looking for Nshima in such a buffet. Imagine we take you to such a buffet and you come up with a plate filled with Nshima only. I mean, how sad will it be? You leave all those options there. You leave all those amazing, tasty meals there, and you only come out with Nshima only. And then you eat your Nshima. And then when you realize you're about to be full, you go back to the buffet. And you leave all the prawns, all the stir-fried chicken there. You leave all the sweet and sour chicken there, and you come back with a plate full of rice and beans. I mean, why would you take rice and beans and leave all those options? Our marketing plan in Forever is exactly like that buffet. You get to decide what you want to pick from the buffet. You get to decide what you want to fill your plate with. And I want to challenge everyone here, and I want to encourage everyone here to really understand what our marketing plan offers. And I want to show you what's ahead of you. I want to show you what's possible in this marketing plan. I want to show you what you can earn with this marketing plan. And when you really see how powerful this marketing plan is, I'm telling you, you're not going to settle for less. You're not going to allow yourself to settle for just retailing 4-5 cc's a month. Now, nothing wrong with retailing 4-5 cc's a month. As a matter of fact, you can build a house with just retailing 4-5 cc's a month. You can take your children to quite an okay school with just retailing 4-5 cc's a month. You can take, you can buy a car with just retailing 4-5 cc's a month. But if retailing 4-5 cc's a month is all you do, month in, month out, the whole year, you're only retailing 4-5 cc's, only doing 4-5 cc's. That means you are going to a buffet and your plate is always full of rice and beans, and you are leaving out everything else. There's a lot more than that. And when you get to see how much more is there for you, you're not going to allow yourself to settle for less. Someone told, I saw this somewhere, a very, very good statement, which I live by. The biggest amount of money you lose in life is not the money that you spend. It's not the money that you're spending right now listening to this training, the bundle that you're buying. That's not the biggest amount of money you lose. It's not the money that you're going to spend when you take your team for lunch and treat them for lunch. That's not the biggest amount of money you're going to lose. It's not the money you used to buy your nice handbags. I know some of you will say, Eros, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, that is not the biggest amount of money you're going to lose. It's not even the money that you're going to spend to buy nice watches for the men here. It's not the money you're going to spend to buy a brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. That is not the biggest amount of money you're going to lose in your life. The biggest amount of money you're going to lose in your life is the money that you could have made, but you did not make. That's the biggest amount of money you're going to lose. The money that you could have made, but you did not make. And I want this training to show you what is in store for you in Forever. I want this training to show you why we say Forever has the most generous marketing plan. I want this training to show you why, if you will not go for the real big things in Forever, you are losing a lot of money. You are losing a lot of money. Because, let's look at what's available for us. If you're an assistant supervisor today, I know maybe majority of the people listening here are assistant supervisors. If you're an assistant supervisor, what are you entitled to in Forever? If you're an assistant supervisor, you sell products, you get your profit of about 42%. For every product that you sell, you get a profit of about 42% if you're an assistant supervisor. And also when you recruit someone, you get 25%. We call it preferred customer bonus, the bonus from someone that you recruit. If you're an supervisor, you are active. When you are active, instead of just getting the 42% of retail and the 25% when you recruit someone, you get an additional 5% out of everything that you purchase. Can you imagine? The products that you purchase for your own use, you get paid for that. When you buy that tooth gel, when you're brushing your teeth, I'm brushing my teeth, but I know I'm making money here because at the end of the month, I'm going to get 5% of this only if I will be 4cc active though. If I'm not 4cc active, I'm losing that 5% bonus. The soap that you're using when you're taking a bath, take a bath with a big smile while you're singing there, because at the end of the month, I'm getting 5% of every product that I buy from Forever. Whether I use it or I sell it, it does not matter, as long as I'm 4cc active. But also, when you're an assistant supervisor and you're 4cc active, you get an additional 5% from everyone that you recruit. That means you are getting a total of 30%. 30% commission, guys. I want you to ask around people who are paid in commissions. Just ask around. Ask around and find out if you will get a single person who is paid on commission basis and what they're paid is 30% of the sales they bring into that company. I want you to give me a message, say, Enos, I found a company that's paying 30%. If you miss out on this information, if you don't understand that Forever is paying you 30% of everyone that you recruit into the business, 30%, guys, is like the biggest commission you can get. Most commissions are what? 5%. I'm telling you. I know my friends who are working in sales industry and they tell me, Enos, I get 5% of the sales that I bring into the business. And imagine here, as just as an assistant supervisor. And I'm sorry, I'm not saying just to look down on assistant supervisors. No, I'm saying just to show you how much more is there for you when you start to grow beyond assistant supervisor. When you're an assistant supervisor, the very beginning level of our business, you have 30% out of everyone that you recruit. And imagine if you're an assistant supervisor and you're active, and if it happens you have someone in your team who is not active, guess what? Whatever they buy from the company, you get 5%. Now, these percentages here, something that I want you to put a star in your notes. or if you're not taking notes, put a star in your mind and in your heart, that all the percentages that Forever pays are not of the buying prices. Those are percentages of the retail prices of those products. So when we say 25% out of whatever amount that someone puts into the business, Forever doesn't pay you 25% of the amount that person buys the products. It's the selling price of those products. Can you imagine that? You're getting a commission out of the selling price. Now, this is just an assistant supervisor. So imagine if you're an assistant supervisor and let's say you're not 4CC active. It means every month you are losing, number one, 5% bonus out of every purchase that you make. You are losing that. You are throwing that away. That money, you are losing that money. I'm telling you. Every month, if you recruit someone and you're not 4CC active and you're an assistant supervisor, you are losing 5% extra that you could have made from that new person that joins the business. If you have assistant supervisor in your team, you are losing 5%. Guys, the biggest amount of money you're going to lose in life is not the money you spend. It's the money that you could have made, but you did not make. So even as an assistant supervisor, make sure you're the best assistant supervisor. Be active. Now, there are 3 important marketing plan positions in Forever. The first one is assistant supervisor. The second one is manager. The second most important marketing plan in position in Forever is manager. Now, I'm not saying supervisor is unimportant or assistant manager is not important. Those are stepping stones to manager. Once you're an assistant supervisor, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Once you are an assistant supervisor, you need to fully focus on getting to manager. Eyes on manager, guys. You're an assistant supervisor, eyes on manager. Ask yourself, how will I get to supervisor quickly so that I can become an assistant manager quickly so that I can get to manager? Why? Because manager opens up all the possibilities, guys. Everything that you want, every big thing that you've been dreaming about, that you've been wishing to have, starts at manager. Let me not kid you guys. If you don't get to manager, don't even comment much about the power of Forever because you've not experienced it. You have not experienced it. You have to get to manager first. Before getting to manager, let's not talk anything. Don't say I know Forever. No. You joined Forever, but let's get to manager first. So if you're an assistant supervisor listening to me right now, number one, the month of August, you have to make sure you're active, 4 CCs and above. Number two, you need to create your manager plan. When are you becoming a manager? You know why? You know why you need to get to manager? Because the amount of money that you're losing by you not becoming a manager is just crazy. You're losing out a lot of money, and I don't want you to miss out on this. You're going to the buffet, manager is there, and you forget all the prawns, you forget the sizzling beef, you forget the sizzling chicken, you forget the mashed potato, you forget the avocado and prawn salad, you skip all of that and you go straight to Nshima, and you come back to your table with a plate full of Nshima, and then you go back again another month. I'm only doing 4 CCs. That means you go back another month. I'm only taking my Nshima. No, you gotta get to manager, guys. Manager buys the product at 48% discount. Manager profits is 92.5% profit. That means out of every 100, you make 92 as your profit out of every 100. As a manager, do you know that a manager, if I'm a manager and I've just an assistant supervisor in my team, every 1 CC that an assistant supervisor does in my team, I get paid 468 kwacha out of every 1 CC an assistant supervisor makes in my team. So if an assistant supervisor does 4 CCs in my team, Forever pays me 1,872 kwacha. This is the money that you are losing every month by you delaying getting to manager. You have to get to manager. You get 10% of everything that a supervisor buys together with their whole team. That's 360 kwacha per CC. You get 5% from your assistant manager. That's 180 kwacha per CC done by your assistant manager in your team. You have to get to manager, guys. You can't miss out on that. You have 43% recruiting bonus. An assistant supervisor gets 25%, and if they're active, they get 30%. A manager gets 43%, guys. So if I'm not a manager and I'm recruiting, if I did the same thing, but I was a manager, I would have made 43, I would have made 13% more. So you can imagine how much money you're going to lose by you just delaying getting to manager. And there are two ways to get to manager: 120 cc's in 2 months or 150 cc's in 4 consecutive months. If you recruit someone with 2 cc, and here I'm not talking about start your journey. If someone, selects products worth 2 cc as a manager, you get paid over 3,000 kwacha, guys, by just recruiting one single person that does 2 cc. 3,000 kwacha. I'm sure that's some good money. I'm sure an extra 3,000 kwacha plus an extra, let's say 700, an extra one. If you add these up, it's a good bonus that you are delaying yourself. If you're not yet a manager, you're delaying yourself. And that's why you need to get to manager very, very fast, because the biggest amount of money you're going to lose is the money that you could have made, but you're not making. Now, when you become a manager, in our marketing plan, Forever advises you to start looking at your team and seeing who can I help in my team get to manager. When you help people in your team get to manager, you start to get another part of the buffet called the leadership bonus. Let me take you back here a little bit. You remember the assistant supervisor? I'm taking you back a little bit. The assistant supervisor buffet, it only has in Shima, guys. Only in Shima, maybe a few times you get rice and beans, an assistant supervisor buffet. Now, a manager buffet, you see all these varieties as a manager. You see the buffet, the plate of a manager, it's loaded. It's loaded with a lot of things, and it doesn't end there. Once you become a manager, we say start to go for the incentives, and I'm going to go through these incentives. Start to qualify for what we call leadership bonus. This is part of the money that's waiting for you. How do you get the leadership bonus? Get to manager, assist people in your team to get to manager. Leadership bonus goes 3 levels deep. What happens is you start to get 6% out of everything that your first generation manager buys from Forever together with their non-manager group. And then you get 3% of the second generation, 2% of the third generation. So if you're not a manager and you don't create managers, it means this is the money you're going to lose. You're losing this 6%, you're losing this 3%, you're losing this 2%. Now, I said there are 3 key positions in our marketing plan. The first one is manager. The first one is assistant supervisor. I love manager, The second one is manager. What's the third one? I don't know who can guess what's the third one, but the third important, or rather I would say the third most important position in our marketing plan is called Sapphire Manager. Sapphire Manager. And why Sapphire Manager is a very, very important position in the marketing plan? Because Sapphire Manager opens up another item in your buffet. Sapphire Manager opens up what we call a gem bonus. What is a gem bonus? Gem bonus, I'm telling you, I'm a Sapphire Manager. I'm not going to tell you how much gem bonus that we get on monthly basis on average. As a Sapphire Manager, instead of getting 6% from your first generation and 3% here and 2%, as a Sapphire Manager, you get an additional 1% on the leadership bonus. So instead of 6, you'll be getting 7, just because you're a Sapphire Manager and you qualify for the gem bonus. Instead of 3, you'll get 4. Instead of 2, you get 3. You know that 1% extra for my business on monthly basis, because when we receive our recap, if you are fully taking the full buffet in Forever, your recap will have sections. You'll have the bonus from your team. You'll have car plan, and I'm going to talk about it. Then you'll have gem bonus. Our gem bonus normally on monthly basis ranges somewhere between $2,000 to $2,500 every month. So that extra 1% gives us an extra $2,500 on monthly basis. If I convert that to kwacha with the exchange rate that we are using in Zambia, that's about 37,000 kwacha. So every month we get an extra 37,000 kwacha just because we are Sapphire Managers. The same CCs, if we were not Sapphire Manager, we could have been losing 37,000 kwacha on monthly basis, guys. We became Sapphire Manager somewhere in 2016. I think it was 2016. So if up to today, if we were not Sapphire Manager, can you imagine how much money we would have lost by now? I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think, because it's crazy money that we could have lost. That's why we say our marketing plan is like a buffet. You get to decide what you want to pick, what you want to put on your plate. If you just want to remain with a 42% retail profit every month, month in, month out, year in, year out, it's fine. But this is available for you. Do you know what happens when you become a diamond sapphire, which is something that we are working on right now? Because we know when we get to diamond sapphire, we're going to have another addition of 1% extra bonus into our monthly bonuses. That means another probably $3,000 on monthly basis, guys, just from gem bonus. You cannot live out on all these amazing things. Another major incentive that I want to talk to you about, and I know it's amazing, is what we call end incentive, or rather sometimes we call it car plan. And it comes in 3 levels. There's level 1, level 2, level 3. If you qualify level 1, and how you qualify for level 1, you do 50 cc's the first month, 100 cc's second month, 150 the third month. And I know some of you listening to me right now are like 1 month in the business, and you're probably thinking, Enos, why are you talking about 150 cc's to me right now? Why don't you wait until when I'm at least doing 30, 40 cc's? No, you need to read a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the habits is called Begin with the End in Mind. I think it's the second habit. And this is the end that I want you to have in your mind. This is the picture that I want you to have of your forever business. When you're out there talking to prospects, I don't want you to just think about how much money you are personally making, because what you're making perhaps is just in Shima. It's not the full items in the buffet. I want you to think of the full opportunity when you go out there introducing people to the business. When you're making sacrifices, you're sacrificing your time right now. Last night, we had a meeting with leaders in Zambia. We finished the meeting past midnight. Yes, it's crazy, past midnight. That's when we finished the meeting. Why am I willing to make those sacrifices? I'm not making those sacrifices so that I can earn $1,000 a month. I mean, I can earn $1,000 by just doing a comfortable job from 8 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. I'm making those sacrifices because I know I'm in a business that one day will give me a $1 million check, and that is worth it. I want you to begin with that end in your mind. I want you to know there's something called car plan in forever. There's something called forever to drive. If you qualify level 1, level 2, or level 3, level 1 gives you $400 on top of your monthly bonus. Now, I want you to always think of your monthly bonus as your buffet plate. If you're just an assistant supervisor, not recruiting, not 4cc active, you're only getting the 42% profit. That's it. If you're assistant, that means your plate is only full of Nshima. No, I should even say your plate is only full of, okay, let's keep it at Nshima, right? If you're an assistant supervisor or active, at least you get a few pieces of fries there, to spice up your plate. If you're a manager, you start to add the sizzling chicken, you start to add the prawns. When you start to go for the incentive, guys, you're like getting a seafood platter, guys. Can you imagine $400 every month for the next 36 months? That is 3 years. So on our bonus recap, when it comes, it shows this is the bonus that you have earned this month from your team. This is the bonus that you have earned extra because you are gem bonus. And this is what you have earned from your forever to drive or car plan. And of course, we're on level 3. So we get an extra $800 on monthly basis, guys. And we requalify this. I don't even know when we requalify. We just get a notification that we have requalified. It's like automatic. For I don't know how many years, we keep getting this extra $800. And why is it called car plan? Because in countries which have got good car payment systems, most people go take loans, they get a car, and then they use the end incentive to pay the loan. So you don't really get to use your sweat. Why I'm saying you don't use your sweat, because you get the full bonus from your sweat. That means from the effort that you are doing with your team, but you've got this extra bonus right there. So forever to drive. That's another part of our forever buffet in our marketing plan. And I don't want you to miss that one out. The biggest amount of money you're going to lose is the money that you could have made, but you're not making. But we have other incentives in forever. We have something called the Global Rally. Global Rally gives you an opportunity to get a fully paid trip to an amazing destination with forever. And in order for you to qualify for Global Rally, you need to do at least 1,500 cc's in a year. 1,500 cc's, if you divide that by 12, we are talking about 125 cc's a month. Now, If you are doing 4-5 cc's right now, you're probably saying, and also don't talk to me about 125. I'm telling you, I know there's that voice going on in your mind. If you have that voice right now, I want you to take your hands, open it very wide, like you're trying to grab a basketball. And then I want you to snatch that voice, squeeze it, throw it down, and seriously step on it. Don't give it a chance, because one day you're going to qualify for these things. And it doesn't end there. You can also qualify with 2,500 cc's. You can qualify with 5,000. You can do 7.5K, which is 7,500 cc's. We qualified for 7,500 cc's in 2014. You know, 7,500, if you divide that by 12, that's over 600 cc's on monthly basis. Those are serious cc's. And I can tell you for a fact, the bonus was like amazing, super serious bonus. And it doesn't end there. You can do 12.5, 12,500. When you do that, you're called an executive GLT. I want you to get yourself familiar with these terminologies. When you're an executive GLT, you know what happens? When we go for the global rally, which is like the big rally we have at the end of the year, when you go for the global rally, we get paid. Everything is taken care for us, right? Everything is paid for, but we also given an extra pocket money. If you are at 12.5K, your pocket money, your spending money is $12,000 for a week. So you're given $12,000 to spend in a week, and everything has been taken care for you. And imagine if you do 15K, you have $20,000 to spend, guys. If you do 20K, you have $30,000 to spend. Can you imagine? You are given $30,000 to spend just in a week time, and yet everything else is taken care for you. I mean, will you need to check the price when you go into a store and say, oh, I love this handbag? Do you need to check the price? You don't need to check the price. Even if it's an original Gucci, $2,000, you're gonna buy it. $2,000 is okay out of my 30,000 spending money that I got from Forever. We have to go for these incentives, guys. You know, we say in Forever, we do 5 main things. Number 1, we use the products, which is very important right now with the pandemic and everything. Number 2, we share the products with other people. And number 3, we share the opportunity. And number 4, we are 4cc active. And number 5, we go for incentives. And that's why we're talking about incentives, because incentives tops up the biggest thing in Forever. And I want you to, when you're thinking about your Forever business, I want you to always remember the possibilities that are waiting for you. And at the end, I'm going to give you a 3-year plan. A 3-year plan on how you can start from today. And in 3 years, you start smashing all these major incentives in Forever. You start smashing one major incentive to another. Now, let me talk about the biggest Forever incentive in Forever. The biggest Forever incentive in Forever. It's called Chairman's Bonus. Now, you don't need to remember every criteria for the qualification, but I want you to understand that as an FBO today, as a brand new FBO today, you can start to qualify for Chairman's Bonus in maximum 2 years. Maximum 2 years, you can start to qualify for Chairman's Bonus. And if you decide to take it a little bit slow, maximum 3 years, you can start to qualify for Chairman's Bonus. And I'll show you the plan. I'll show you the plan on how you can start from today, because I don't just want you to get hyped up and excited about the possibilities and the money, and you go back to sleep and you don't know where to start today. No, I'll show you where you need to start today, what you need to focus on this year so that you can start to smash these incentives. Chairman's Bonus is an incentive that runs for 12 months, January to December. And what you need to do, you need to do 700 cc's, January to December. Those are cc's that come from you plus everybody in your team who is not yet a manager. And you also need to do 150 cc's new, the people that you've introduced into the business in that particular month. So if you don't recruit, if you're not recruiting, it means you'll never be able to qualify for Chairman's Bonus. Or rather, if you stop recruiting, that's it. You'll never be able to qualify for Chairman's Bonus, because where will you get these 150 cc's new? Because you need them every year. You need 150 cc's new. You won't be able to get them if you're not still recruiting. And you need to have a manager in your team that will do at least 600 cc's. You need to have a manager in your team that will do at least 600 cc's. And of course, be 4cc active, be Forever to Drive, qualified. In order for you to be a chairman's bonus qualifier, you also need to be Forever to Drive qualified. When you do that, this figure is supposed to be, that's a figure in Tanzanian shillings. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna convert it to kwacha to give you an idea. That's probably maybe somewhere around 500,000 kwacha in a year. If you qualify for chairman's bonus level 1, if you qualify for chairman's bonus level 1, and I'm really lowering it, if you qualify for chairman's bonus level 1, in the year that you qualify, the total income that you'll make from Forever, it's somewhere around 500,000 kwacha. Now I want you to think about you making 500,000 kwacha a year, maximum 3 years from now, 500,000 kwacha a year. That's the possibility. That's what's waiting for you if you qualify for chairman's bonus level 1. And I joined Forever in 2007. My first chairman's bonus check was in Abuja, Nigeria, 2010. So when I say you can get there in 3 years, I know you can do it. I did it, and I know it is possible. And my first check, this is me there with my white suit. My first check was $6,000. I hope you can see the figure there, $6,000. And I was super excited. I will never forget this day. And I remember I promised myself that, hey, when I get my first check, I'm gonna wear a full white tuxedo and a black tie. And I did exactly that. $6,000, first chairman's bonus. And this was chairman's bonus level 1, because chairman's bonus comes in 3 levels. 3 levels. Then there's chairman's bonus level 2. How do you qualify for chairman's bonus level 2? For you to qualify for chairman's bonus level 2, you need to have 3 different legs in your team to qualify for chairman's bonus. So if you have 3 separate lines that will qualify for chairman's bonus, you have a chance to qualify for chairman's bonus level 2. Now, because you'll be working hard to help the 3 lines to qualify for chairman's bonus, Forever understands you'll have a bit less time to work on your personal business. So they reduce the requirements on your personal business so that you can have time to assist these 3 legs to get to chairman's bonus. The incentive will still run January to December. And instead of doing 700 cc's like in chairman's bonus level 1, you'll be required to do 600 cc personal and non-manager. And if you're brand new and this terminology are still unclear to you, it's very okay. You can reach out to your sponsor. You can even reach out to me and I'll help you clarify more. And you need to do 100 cc new. That means from the people that you're going to recruit from January to December. And of course, create those 3 legs of chairman's bonus and be Forever to Drive qualifier. Now, when people do chairman's bonus level 2, how much money do they normally make in a year? How much money do they normally make in a year? Not less than 2.1 million kwacha. Not less than 2.1 million kwacha. If you're a chairman's bonus level 2, not less than 2.1 million kwacha. Now, I want you to just write down these figures somewhere, Chairman's bonus level 1, 500,000 kwacha in a year. Chairman's bonus level 2, I make about 2.1 million kwacha. I want you to have those figures written down somewhere. You don't need to know exactly how you can get there, but I want you to have that end in mind that, okay, the day I qualify for chairman's bonus level 2, these are my possibilities, right? And we qualified. Our very first chairman's bonus level 2 check was in this was 2013 in Hawaii. You can see Rex is here and Greg, right? This was our chairman's bonus level 2 check. You can see our level 1 check was about $6,000. Our level 2 check, $76,000, more than 10 times. What made the difference is simply the growth from level 1 to level 2. How did we go to level 2? We helped 3 people achieve chairman's bonus. And it doesn't end there. You can also go and qualify for chairman's bonus. This is level 2 has come back again, level 2. We can go for level 3. How do you qualify for chairman's bonus level 3? 6 separate lines of chairman's bonus qualifiers takes you to chairman's bonus level 3. You want to see the possibilities, you want to see the money. How do you want your buffet plate to be? Now imagine, I'm thinking about someone that does not even dream about the possibilities of getting to chairman's bonus level 3. I'm feeling sorry and very sad for an FBO who is working the business and not even knowing these possibilities. Working the business and not even focusing on how we can actually get to these big levels. Chairman's bonus level 3. This chairman's bonus level 3, I'm going to say this again, and I really wish really gets into your mind, like seriously into your subconscious mind. Chairman's bonus level 3, specifically, chairman's bonus level 3 is the biggest forever incentive. Chairman's bonus level 3 is the biggest forever incentive. So if you want to touch the core of forever, if you want to experience how generous forever can be, if you want to experience the biggest possibility of you making the biggest, craziest money from forever, put a plan on how you can go to chairman's bonus level 3. Put that plan. Because if you don't take yourself to chairman's bonus level 3, if you don't think about going to chairman's bonus level 3, how are you ever going to get there? Chairman's bonus level 3, help 6 people. So level 1, just qualify yourself. Level 2, get 3 people to qualify. Level 3, get 6 people to qualify. Criteria is same, January to December. Be forever to drive qualifier. Your personal criteria get even lower, from 700 in level 1 to 600 cc in level 2 to 500 cc in level 3, and the new cc's remain at 100. And if you do that, you qualify for level 3 if you have the 6 legs that have qualified. The amount of money that you normally make when you qualify for chairman's bonus level 3, guys, when you qualify for chairman's bonus level 3, the amount of money that you normally make is somewhere over 5 million kwacha. Over 5 million kwacha. That's the amount of money that you expect to make when you qualify for chairman's bonus level 3. Now, I just want you to note it down. Chairman's bonus level 3, we call it CBQ. CBQ level 3 equals 5 million kwacha. And pause for a moment. You can close your eyes, it's okay. And imagine 5 million kwacha in 1 year. How many projects are you gonna sort? How many investments? What car are you gonna buy? A lot of things. This was our first chairman's bonus level 3 check. Are you noticing here? Level 3 with Rex and Greg again, me and my wife, 310,000. This is just chairman's bonus. This is separate from every bonus that we get paid on monthly basis. This is separate. We were not Sapphire managers there yet. No, were we Sapphire managers there? I don't remember. I think not. I think not. Yeah, we're not yet Sapphire managers. So this is separate from our forever to drive income that comes in every month. This is separate from the recruiting bonus. This is separate from the profits that we sell. At the end of the year, we got an extra $310,000. Now that is big, and that is huge. That is crazy money. Now, how many opportunities out there can give you that level of an income? How many opportunities? But how many opportunities can give you, let me put $1,000 into kwacha. How many opportunities can give you $15,000? I mean, 15,000 kwacha a month. So many opportunities. You can start a boutique and make 15,000 kwacha a month. You can, no offense, you can be employed and easily make 15,000 kwacha a month as your salary. You can start an auto shop and make 15,000 kwacha a month. But how many businesses out there do you think you can access that can make you 5 million kwacha a year? How many? If I take 5 million kwacha a year, if I divide this in a month, we're talking about over 400,000 kwacha a month. How many businesses can earn you that much money on a monthly basis? You need to build your business with this end in mind. All these are part of the buffet. Now imagine you go to a buffet and there's a chairman's bonus there and you're leaving it out. There's forever to drive, part of the buffet, you're leaving it out. There's gem bonus, you're leaving it out. There's leadership bonus, you're leaving it out. There is bonus from your assistant manager, you're leaving it out because you're not an assistant manager even. There's bonus from supervisor, you're leaving it out. There is a 43% recruiting bonus, you're leaving it out simply because you're only picking the same thing each and every month. My challenge to each and everyone that is in this meeting today, I want you to maximize on the marketing plan, guys. Marketing plan, maximize on this. Gwen, thank you for so much. That's 4.6 million in runs. Crazy figures, right? I want you to maximize on this marketing plan, guys, because everything is there. It's available for us. The only thing we need to plan. Now, Forever understood one thing. All these, gigantic things like chairman's bonus level 3, they can make you a bit overwhelmed. So they brilliantly came up with the most important incentive. Understand this. There is the biggest incentive, chairman's bonus level 3. And then there's the most important incentive. Why is this the most important incentive? The incentive that I'm going to talk about right now. Why is it the most important? Because it's the incentive that will open up all these other incentives. If you want to be a chairman's bonus qualifier, I want you to think about this first most important incentive. If you want to go to Forever to drive, I want you to first think about this most important incentive. If you want to maximize in this business, I want you to first think about this most important incentive, which is called the ego manager. I want you to think about the ego manager first, because this is the incentive that's going to open up everything. And it's an incentive that's positioned in such a way that each and everyone can go for it and each and everyone can focus on it. And I want to encourage you to go for the ego manager. It will help you to build your business in the right way. Go for ego manager, because the recognition that you're going to get by you achieving ego manager, you cannot get such respect and recognition from achieving anything else. You gotta go for ego manager. We have not traveled for quite some time right now, but I believe next year, the people that are going to travel for sure are the ego managers qualifiers. Those ones are going to travel. Ego manager prepares you for what? It prepares you for the biggest incentive in Forever, which is chairman's bonus. And if you're not planning on how you can qualify for chairman's bonus, it means you go to a buffet and you forget about all the other options. You're only focusing on Inshima. You can focus only on fries while there's also, prawns there waiting for you. We have to think about how we can get to chairman's bonus. So don't get overwhelmed with all the things that I've shared today. You might say, okay, this is like exciting, but also confusing. No. Let's focus now. That's why I said, today, we're not just going to excite each other. We're going to trim it down so that you know exactly what you need to focus on right now. And I'll tell you, the number one incentive that you need to focus on right now is ego manager, not just for the traveling. As a matter of fact, in September, we're going to have the ego manager retreat this year, September. The people that qualified ego manager this year, they're going to have a retreat this year in September. And because of COVID, we can't travel. But the FBOs in the United States, they're going to meet together. All the egos in the United States, they're going to be together in a room and actually attend the ego manager retreat. The rest of the FBOs around the world, they're going to watch the event virtually. But I can tell you, next year, we're going to travel. Next year, we're going to travel. And the people that I know for sure will travel are the ego managers qualifier. And if you want to have an increase in your monthly bonus, on average, ego managers make almost twice the amount of money normal managers make. So you got to go for ego manager, guys. You got to go for ego managers. You can't settle for Nshima every month. If you're an assistant supervisor today, embrace your position. It's very okay. Maximize, but plan on how you can grow to start achieving these incentives. You cannot allow yourself to miss this. And here's the good news. The qualification period starts 1st of May. It ends the 30th of April. So right now, we have finished 3 months of the current ego manager, but I don't want to talk much about the current ego manager. I want to talk about the coming ego manager. And that's why I know this is something for everyone that's listening today. If you're a preferred customer, if you only have 1 month in the business, if you have joined the business today, you have 1 day, I want you to pay attention. I want you to write down in your subconscious mind that 1st of May, 2022, the most important incentive in Forever will begin. 1st of May, 2022, the most important incentive in Forever will begin, and you want to be part of it. And if you want to be part of it, make sure you get to manager by April 2022. I know April 2022 is like way far away. I understand that. But you got to put that as your deadline, like no way, come rain, come sunshine. I'd rather lose my limb, but make sure that April 2022, find me a manager. So that 1st May 2022, really write that date down. 1st May 2022, the most important incentive in Forever will begin, and you don't want to miss out on that one. And how do you qualify for Ego Manager? You have to first be a recognized manager, and you have to be active from 1st May up to April of 2023. Now you have to be active as an Ego Manager. You need to be leadership bonus qualified. You remember I talked about leadership bonus? In order for you to qualify for leadership bonus, you simply need to do 12 CCs, you and your whole team. No big deal, that one. Don't even think about it. You need to be leadership bonus qualified. And then you need to do 720 CCs in 12 months, 720 CCs from 1st May up to 30th of April. 720 CCs, that's an average of 60 CCs a month. And out of those 720, you need at least 100 CCs out of those 720 to be new. That is from the people that you're gonna recruit from May, or all the people that are not yet in the business for over a year. And then you need to create 2 new supervisors in your downline. And by 2 new supervisors, I mean 2 separate legs of supervisors. And these new supervisors, they have to be people that will join from the month of May. So here's the thing, guys, because I don't know if you're really getting what I'm trying to say here, because I want you to go with me, guys. I don't want to lose you, because if you really go with me, you'll understand why I titled my training An Empty Canvas, because you came into this training with an empty canvas, and we are starting to paint that canvas right now. We have started to put, you know what, if you see someone painting, when they're starting, you won't even understand what they're doing. You just see some brush strokes going here and there. And then at the end of the day, everything comes together. So that's how we've started this training. We started touching bits and bits here and there, chairman's bonus, forever to drive, and everything is just confusing. And now things are starting to come together. Okay, everything that Enos was showing us, all the big money that Enos was showing us, the most important incentive that we need to focus on is Ego Manager. That's the most important incentive that we need to focus on. Ego Manager, right? And how do I qualify for Ego Manager? The first step, I have to make sure I'm a manager before April next year. I hope you're seeing the way it's all coming together now. Now, at this point, I want you to forget about the 5 million kwacha. I want you to forget about the 500,000 kwacha that you can make in a year. Let's forget that for a moment and laser focus on one major thing. You need to get to manager by April of 2022. Yes, you, I'm talking to you. You need to get to manager by April 2022. I cannot even overemphasize on that. I mean, you need to get to manager. Why? Because you will be in the right position to go for Ego Manager, which is the most important incentive. And when you're beyond the manager, if you're a senior manager, diamond, sapphire, things of the sort, for you to be an Ego Manager, you need to have Ego Managers in your team. And that means the more people you help, you remember chairman's bonus, the more people you help, the more money you make. The same way with Ego Manager. But I don't want you to lose focus here, guys. I don't want you to have your head in the cloud and feet not in the ground. I want your feet on the ground so that you know, okay, this is where we are starting. This is my focus, because I can tell you for a fact, you cannot focus on 10 things at a time. You can only focus on a few things. And at this point, I want you to fully focus on one major thing. You have to get to manager before April, or rather by April 2022, you have to get to manager. The whole of the beginning, I've been showing you how much money you are losing by you not getting to manager, how much money you are losing by you not getting the incentives, and how the incentives will actually impact you, how the incentives will help you. So let us trim it all down into one major thing. You gotta get to manager. You have to get to manager by April 2022. How do you achieve that? How can you be able to achieve all of that? Number one, work on your business on daily basis. You got to work on your business on daily basis. You got to do those income producing activities on daily basis. Unfortunately, what you're doing right now and what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing and what you're doing right now is not an income producing activities. We are simply equipping ourselves so that we can go and perform better in our income producing activities. Touch your business every day. Have a way for you to easily follow up on your business. Forever has come up with a brilliant tool called FLP 360. How sad will it be when you're thinking about all these big things and you're not using FLP 360, because you need to use FLP 360 to help you follow up on your team. And I know some of you might say, Enos, I've never heard of FLP 360. Well, I want to challenge you. You know, don't have an employee mindset where you're waiting to be trained, you're waiting to be told what to do. You are your own boss, guy. You're your own boss, my friend. And you cannot wait to be trained. Once you get an idea, it's up to you as an entrepreneur to take it further. You're an entrepreneur. You're called a forever business owner. And there will be no one out there, not me, not your upline, no one I can tell you for a fact that's gonna lay it all down for you. You're gonna keep bits and bits here and there, and it's you to take them and say, okay, Enos mentioned FLP 360. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna go on YouTube right now and write Forever Living FLP 360 trainings and see what comes out of there. That is being an entrepreneur. That is taking charge. And that's what I want to encourage you right now. With everything that we always share, challenge yourself to take yourself to the extra mile. Use FLP 360 to follow up on your business. You want to achieve ego manager, my friend, learn to work with your team. Work with your downline. Work with them. Don't just train them. Don't just teach them. Don't just direct them. Work with them. Call your downline and say, hey, I want you to send me a list of all the prospects that you've talked to this week that are still pending and they're not buying or they're not joining. And then we're going to do three-way calls so that you actually practically hear me talking to your prospects and you're on the other side listening. I do that. I recruited someone. I was doing a round trip around the country. I recruited someone up country. If you recruit someone away from where you are, even the marketing, the company policy says, don't recruit anyone that you're not willing to support. So I'm making three-way calls with this person, and the person is learning very fast right now. He has started retailing, and I'm super excited with that. So work with your team. Work with your team. If you want to achieve these things, you got to be focused, guys. And no one can stay, you cannot focus on 10 things at a time. You cannot focus on 10 things at a time, guys. I need you to hear me out. You cannot. You only have to pick a few things and laser focus on them, guys. And that's why Forever came up with this Ego Manager incentive to help you focus on a few key things. Because when you're focusing on Ego Manager, imagine, because of Ego Manager, you don't need to start juggling in your mind like, when am I going to qualify Forever to drive? Forget about that right now. Just know it's there, but forget about it right now. You don't want to start juggling right now. How can I do 600 cc's? How can I have a manager? No, forget about all of that right now. At this point, just focus on Ego Manager. Ego Manager is giving you the floor plan, guys. That, okay, my target is before April next year, I got a hit manager. And if you are a supervisor right now, don't think about manager by April. Look at your team and see, who can I help get to manager by April? Because if you help people in your team get to manager by April, guess what? When it hits 1st May, it won't just be you going for Ego Manager. You'll have people in your team going for Ego Manager. That's more money for you. That's more money for you guys. So you do those things, I'm telling you, you're going to be an Ego Manager and you're going to enjoy the recognition and the price that comes with Ego Manager. And I'll tell you for a fact, Ego Manager is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. As a matter of fact, if you're going for Ego Manager, just know you're going for the most important incentive. And if you're going for Ego Manager, get pumped up with Ego Manager and everything. But at the end of the day, I want you to laser focus, get to manager by April, guys. And I want you to join me in giving a big round of applause to our Ego Managers last year. That means the people that qualified this year. We have Alphonse and Immaculate. These guys are in Rwanda. Mr. Alphonse and his wife, over 60 years old, they've qualified for Ego Manager. I don't know how many people in this meeting here are 60 years. I don't know. I know very few of you, if any. Very few of you, if any. These are retired people and they've smashed ego manager. I want to challenge you guys. You have the energy, you have everything what it takes. Why not you? Why do you want to lose this money? We had another young, vibrant ego manager in Tanzania, Saif Rajab Kasonta. These are the only two ego managers. If you take Tanzania, Zambia, Rwanda, Burundi, 5 countries, 2 ego managers. So let's give them a big round of applause. And I know this year, oh my God, we have people that are, they're really racing for ego manager. And the way, let me tell you, the way I'm building my business, the way I'm running everything in my life, I'm always like business wise, I'm always working in like 2-3 years plan. I'm always having 2-3 years in my mind. So right now I'm thinking about how we can have more ego managers this year. That means May 2021 up to April 2022. I'm thinking about how we can have more, but my mind is already focusing on 2022 going to 2023. And when I think about how many of you, we are 50 in this meeting right now. We are 50, I'm telling you, and probably 90% of you are not yet managers, And I know out of the 90% that are not yet managers listening to me right now, I know when it gets to April of 2022, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to use 80-20 rule. So I'm going to say 20% of you are going to be managers. 20% of you are going to be managers. So when it comes to ego manager of year 2022, I know we're going to have a ton of managers. We're going to have a ton of people going for ego managers. I know that for a fact. And it will be so sad. You're on this training today. It's like, this is like you're told there's an exam and you're shown these will be the questions and these are the answers and just go and do the exam. This is what we're doing right now. And I know I've exceeded the time and I'm not even that much worried because I know I'm talking to future ego managers right now. And we got to be ready to take in the sacrifices. We got to be ready to go an extra mile to make these things possible. Now, I want to trim it down even more. We've talked about all the crazy big money and all of that, right? And then we've said we need to focus on the most important incentive, which is what the most important incentive is what? Is ego manager. And we've said that in order for us to qualify for ego manager, we need to first focus on qualifying for manager first. So let us look at how we can plan our business in maximum 3 years, how we can be able to smash all the incentives in forever, all the incentive. You want to reach chairman's bonus level 3. Okay, let me not say you want to reach because you can do it, but it requires you to work your backside off. Let me be nice here. Backside off. Backside off to make sure that you qualify for chairman's bonus level 3 within 3 years. It require you to be so crazy and sacrifice a lot of things. If you're ready for that, then go for it, right? But here's my plan for you. This is my plan for you. Year 1, and we're on year 1 right now, right? Get to manager, guys. No stories. No, I'll do my best. No, blah, blah, blah. No, cut all that crap, please. And just say, I'm going to get myself to manager. You know how important it is for you to get to manager. And you know how much money you're losing by not getting to manager. And even more, do you know how much money you're going to lose in the next 2 years if you are not getting yourself to manager, guys? You got to get yourself to manager. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to everybody around you. You owe it to the people that love you. You not getting to manager, it means your family will enjoy less. If you not getting to manager, it means your children will enjoy less. So get yourself to manager. Just focus on that first. Just focus on that. Get to manager. Get to manager. And our year 1 will end in April 2022. We are in July right now. Oh, sorry, August. April 2022, we are done with year 1. Get yourself to manager. Our year 2, you need to start developing managers in your team. Because if you remember, I said I want you to maximize on the marketing plan of forever. And after you become a manager, what's the next thing that you want to do? You want to start getting leadership bonus. I don't want you to miss out on leadership bonus. How do you get leadership bonus? Leadership bonus are bonuses that you get from the managers in your team. So if you're not creating managers in your team, it means you're losing leadership bonus. I don't want you to lose that part of the buffet. So I want you to create managers. So year 2 in your business, focus on creating 1 to 2 managers. Year 2 in your business, be an ego. Year 2, be an ego. You got to finish your ego manager next year. So from May 2022 up to April 2023, you better smash that ego manager. You better smash that ego manager. No excuse, guys. Go for it. Year 3. Now, this will be your golden year. This will be the year that you're going to make, let me do those numbers again. In kwacha, this will be the year that you expect to make about 500,000 kwacha, year 3. You should make about 500,000 kwacha in year 3. And you know what's your year 3? It's 2023. 2023, January to December. You have 500,000 kwacha waiting for you. 2023. If you're blessed with a child like me, I got one a few days ago. And if I'm brand new in the business, I know from 2023, year 3, while my child is starting to go to school, I have the potential to build a business that can earn me over 500,000 kwacha a year. I have that potential. Whether I'm going to use that potential or not, it's up to me. Everybody listening to me right now, you have that potential. You're going to use that or not, it's really up to you. So year 3 will be the year that you're going to work like crazy. But the good thing, you're going to work while you're already very experienced. You're going to work while you have your leadership skills. You're going to work while your personal development is up there. So you can manage it. It won't be a piece of cake, but you can manage it. You are year 3. Get to forever to drive. Remember, year 2, you become an ego manager. Year 3, you always think about ego manager. So you create an ego manager in your team, and you also qualify for chairman's bonus level 1. So it's not going to be chairman's bonus level 2. It's not going to be chairman's bonus level 3. It's going to be chairman's bonus level 1. So if right now you're listening to this meeting and maybe your spouse is looking at you like, say, hey, you said the training will take 1 hour and you're still on the training right now. What time are you going to finish? I want you to understand this sacrifice that you're making right now is so that in 2023, you can make at least 500,000 kwacha in that year. The sacrifices you're making right now, they're going to pay off to your family. They're going to thank you. I'm telling you, the day you qualify for ego manager and you tell your spouse that, hey, I've got a free ticket for you to go to Dubai, fully paid for, everything paid for. Your spouse, you ask, are you sure everything is paid for? You mean I don't need to contribute anything? No, you only need to contribute carrying the bags. Everything is paid for. Everything is catered for. That's what's waiting for you. That is what's waiting for you guys. And I'm looking at this plan, and I know right now, guys, I know for sure because I know how the human mind works. Are you hearing that voice, guys? Or am I the only one hearing that voice? Are you hearing it? That voice in your mind right now, are you hearing it? There's a voice in your mind kind of laughing right now, kind of saying like, this is too good to be true. Kind of saying that I've had these plans and all that a couple of times, they never work. Are you hearing that voice saying, I'm already 3 years in the business and I'm not yet a chairman's bonus qualifier, so I don't think if this plan will work. I've seen people in forever. Are you hearing that voice saying, I've seen people in forever, 5 years in the business, 10 years in the business, and they've not even achieved manager, let alone ego manager, chairman's, but also you're just talking theoretical things here. You're just pumping us up, but none of these things are you hearing that voice, guys? Because I can hear it. I can hear it clearly, loud and clearly. I can hear it. And I want you to stretch your hand again. And I want you to know that voice is coming from a little guy in your mind. Everybody has got a little guy in their mind. And this little guy is so damn persistent at reminding us of how inadequate we are. So damn persistent at reminding us of how incapable we are and how we don't deserve the big things, and how we cannot handle the success. It's so good at inflicting fear in everything that we want to do. Are you hearing that guy talking in your mind right now? I want you to grab that guy, guys. Grab that guy's neck. You gotta grab that guy's neck. Seriously, grab that guy's neck. And I want you to look at that guy and say, hey, I've listened to you enough. No more. No more. Today is your end. No more. Throw that guy on the ground. Serious tap on that guy on the ground. You can go for this plan. I know it's possible. And I know we can make it. And I know some of you are going to make it. Sadly, not everyone is going to make it. Not because we are not capable, but because we are not ready to do what it takes. Because we don't believe that it's possible. But I know everyone can make it. And looking at you getting to manager by April next year, guys, getting to manager by April next year, you're looking at that. Where does it start? I want to stream it down even more. When you think about manager, I want you to think about one important thing. I want you to think about 4 to 5 CCs a month. Our business is about having people in your team that are 4 to 5 CCs active. And I'm saying 4 to 5 CC because there's something that I want you to start adapting. We've adopted it in Tanzania and it's working with us brilliantly. Brilliantly. We don't talk so much about 4 CCs these days. We talk more about 5 CCs because we know nobody achieves greatness by going for the minimum. Nobody achieves greatness by doing what they are supposed to do. Greatness is only achieved by going an extra mile. Greatness is only achieved by going above the average. And that's what I want to challenge everybody here. To start thinking about going above average, to start thinking about going for 5 CCs instead of 4 CCs, with or without an incentive, with or without anything attached, just in your mind saying, I'm going for 5 CCs. And in Tanzania, we always have 5 CCs incentive, but I'm telling you, there are a couple of months that passed, we don't even announce that we're gonna have a 5 CC incentive, but people are still going for 5 CCs. And that's my challenge to you. If anybody did 4 CCs last month and we're gonna see them and we're gonna recognize them, we're gonna congratulate them, I wanna challenge you to start going for 5 CCs now. Start going for 5 CCs. So to put it all back together, laser focusing, I want you to live with a few things. Number 1, ego manager. Number 2, manager by April. Number 3, 5 CCs. When you do 5 CC, when you're 5 CC active, and you start to coach other people how they can be 5 CC active, you'll grow to manager and beyond. You will go to manager and beyond. Slides came twice. So at this point, guys, I want you to join me in congratulating our 4 CC achievers in the month of July. I hope we're ready to congratulate these amazing people. I'm going to be passing their names. And these are all non-managers, guys. You know, we don't recognize managers for 4 CC. That's like obvious for them. These are all non-managers. And if you're ready and you're still here and you still have the energy, I want you to congratulate these people. And I want you to understand that all these people that did 4 CCs, I'm challenging you to go for 5 CCs next month. And next month, we're going to have a meeting like this again. And we'll see, we'll recognize people that move from 4 CCs to 5 CC. You don't want to miss that one. So congratulations to all the 4 CC achievers. Massive, massive congrats to that. I'm going to start mentioning their name one by one. I'm going to start straight away with Fales Lungisha. And I want you to put some fire. I want you to put some serious fire emoji on the chats there. If you're there, say that's me. You know, if that's not you, just give some fires there. We have another 4 CC qualifier, Jacqueline Makulu. Massive congrats, Jacqueline. Massive congrats, Jacqueline. And then we go now to another 4 CC qualifier, Natasha Chanda. Massive congrats to you, Natasha. And then we go straight to Margaret Zulu, another 4 CC qualifier. Massive, massive, massive congrats, Margaret. And then we go to Elizabeth Chama. A massive congrats, Elizabeth. I know you're always bashing these 4 CCs. Congrats, champion. And then we go to Joseph Siwingwa, another 4 CC qualifier. Simply amazing. Brilliant, Joseph. Massive congrats. And then we've got Mwila Mutale, 4 CC qualifier. Congrats, guys. I hope you're putting enough fires in there, congratulating these amazing people. And then we got to go to Janet Chalwe, another 4 CC qualifier. Janet, massive congrats, super proud of you. Amazing. Zambia and Malawi. Esther, she is on fire. Massive congrats, leader, for smashing your 4 CC. Esther, super proud of you. We've got Grace Karonga. Massive, massive congrats for smashing your 4CCs. This is amazing. Now we're gonna go to 5CC plus achievers. These are people that have embraced the fact that they want to go above and beyond. They don't want to settle for the average. They don't want to end with what's expected from them. They want to go an extra mile. And I want to, the reason why I wanted to recognize in a special way, or rather in a different way, these 5CC achievers is also encourage each and everyone listening here that it is possible. People are already smashing this, so you can do it as well. If you are not 5CC active last month, go for your 5CC. So congratulations to all our 5CC achievers. We have got Christine Mwakanganga, massive, massive, massive congrats for smashing your 5CC, super proud of you. And then we've got another 5CC achiever. Massive congrats, Mr. Washington Zimbabwe. Congrats, 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 5CC achiever. We have got Faith. Massive congrats, Faith, for smashing your 5CC. And you know what, guys, stay tuned, because at the end, I'm going to invite at least 2 of these achievers to kind of share with us a bit of their story. And their stories, I'm telling you, they're simply amazing. 5CC. We've got Gift. Massive congrats, my brother, all the way from Malawi. I really want to give a special round of applause to the guys in Malawi. No product center there. They go through lots of hassles to get the products, and yet they're smashing 5CCs. This is amazing. I know the delivery takes ages, but still you're smashing your 4CC. I'm sorry, 5CC. Massive, massive congrats, our 5CC achievers. We've got Tinkale Mitimumba, congrats for smashing 5CC. Super, super proud of you. We've got Betty Kaona, massive congrats, Betty. Super proud of you for smashing your 5CC. I am so excited and really happy with what you're doing, guys. This is amazing. This is simply amazing. All right, we've got Nora, never missing. Massive congrats, Nora, for smashing your 5CC. This is awesome. This is amazing. We have got another 5CC achiever, Collins. Massive congrats, Collins, for smashing your 5CC. Super proud of you. Now, before we move to the next recognition, I want to give an opportunity for you guys to hear something, a short story. I know we've got amazing people that could have shared here, but I've picked one lady here that's very new in the business. She only has a few months in the business, and her beginning was simply humbling. Her beginning was so humbling. She did not have capital to get started. A young lady that had to go an extra mile just to get started. And yet this month she finished her 5CC, and it's the first time she's finishing her 5CC. And she joined the business, if I'm correct, I think, is it in May, if I'm correct? I'm not so sure. She's gonna clarify that for us. So I want to invite Faith. Faith, are you around here? I want to invite you to come share with us your story with us. Faith, are you there?
I am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Faith Nakalumbila. My name is Faith Nakalumbila. I'm a teacher by profession, waiting to be posted. I started this business in March, but I got in touch with Mentor Miriam in February, and then I joined the business in March. At that time, I was working for a certain microfinance company, and I worked for it from January to somewhere March without getting paid. Things were really hard for me at that time, and I told myself I wasn't going to apply anywhere else. I was just going to sit home and possibly venture into a business. So God made a way, and I got in touch with my mentor Miriam, and she told me about the business, but then I didn't even have capital at that time. So she encouraged me to just continue to start promoting the business. And I opened up pages on my social media platforms and started promoting the products. Later on, she gave me a few products to start with. That included some skincare products, and I started promoting them. Things were a bit hard because people were just coming in without buying, but then I didn't stop. I just continued to push until somewhere in June, I started promoting the products from ads. So from there, I then smashed my assistant supervisor. I got to assistant supervisor there in June, and in July, I started prospecting and joined somebody into the business. So far it's been going on so well, because this month, just today in the morning, I checked on my recap bonus and I made somewhere around my profit. So it's something that is really amazing for goals of renovate family house. So I'm so grateful to God that I had an opportunity to share my experience and share this opportunity to build my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. And honestly, I truly appreciate what you are doing and what you are achieving is brilliant. It's amazing. And the fact that you had a very humble beginning, you didn't even have capital, and yet you managed to smash the business. You managed to actually get started, and now you are enjoying some amazing profits. So congratulations, super proud of you, Faith. And I know for a fact you're just getting started. I know you're still pushing for much bigger things, and I know you're not there yet. And that is simply amazing. So massive congrats for that, Faith. Truly appreciate. So thank you so much, Faith. And I just wanted Faith to share a little bit about what she's currently doing. She's still a student, and yet she's doing the business very well. And as you can see, she's using social media very well to help her build her retailing. So it's amazing. And I know I in the beginning we got a lot of assistance from the leaders in Zambia in helping us setting up our business. So I truly thank everyone there. And the thing I wanted to invite Faith to share today, because actually her sponsor is far away, is in Tanzania. She's working with someone who is very far. They do lots of Zoom meetings and all of that, and our business is picking up. So congratulations, Faith. Super proud of you. So let me move now on to our second part of our recognition, which I'm going to recognize people that sponsored, people that are sponsoring, FPOs who sponsored. And I'm going to run through these names. And as I'm running through these names, I want you to put some serious fire and emoji and excitement. Massive congrats, Miriam. Miriam is actually in Tanzania, but she's now building expanding her business in Zambia. She's an assistant manager in Tanzania, has a good business in Tanzania, but she's also expanding to Zambia. I think now she has about 5-6 people, if I'm not mistaken, already recruited in Zambia in her team. And I'll probably invite her to share a bit about what she does that's helping her recruit, because recruitment is like the opening of everything. Massive congrats to Betty. Betty, you're doing amazing. Super proud of you. I see your name everywhere. In everything, I see your name. So congrats, Betty. Congrats, Marian. These are people that actually sponsored last month. So let's give them a big round of applause for being able to sponsor last month. Fales, massive congrats for sponsoring last month. Our top leader, Mildred, leading from the very front. Congratulations for sponsoring. Truly thankful and proud of you. We've got Chileshe. Massive congrats for sponsoring last month. We truly appreciate that. And you know, sponsoring opens up big things. Faith, congratulations. We've just heard from you right now. Massive congrats. Natasha, congrats for sponsoring. We've got Phobia, massive congrats, manager, for sponsoring as well. We've got Sitwala Collins. I also saw you on 5cc. Super proud of you. And then I'm so excited with all these new people that are smashing it in the business. Massive congrats. Christine, massive congrats, Christine Ganga. I know you are a consistent 5cc qualifier. Seeing you sponsoring just tops it up. And I know it will open up big things for you. Massive congrats. And I want to give in very brief. I know we are totally out of time, but you know, sometimes we gotta be ready to stretch a little bit more to really grab everything. So I want to invite 2 people in just 1 minute to share, you know, what is it that they do that helps them to sponsor. And the first person that I'm going to invite, it's going to be Miriam in Tanzania. And the reason why I'm inviting her, although she's not there in Zambia. It's because she's sponsoring in Zambia. You know, this month, July, she also recruited someone in Zambia. And she, of course, recruited Faith a couple months ago in Zambia. So Miriam, can you share with us a little bit on how you're managing to recruit?
Okay, good morning, leaders. My name is Miriam Florence. I'm from Tanzania, and in marketing plan, I'm assistant manager. So in February this year, I made a decision to expand my business in Zambia and Malawi. And of course, the only way that I could have done that is through social media. So I was in one of the group, in the business group in Facebook, and that's where I got the plug to start connecting with people from Zambia. So what I do is I send, of course, I send messages on the people's inboxes, and I have my message that I've created, and I just send. I'm not changing the message, just the same message. So it's like I'm asking them, like I'm telling them that I'm happy to connect with them, and I have a business I want to share with them, or I'm expanding in Zambia and I want to share the business that I'm doing with them. And I'm asking them if they are okay to, if they are willing to listen to what I have to offer. So of course, some of them, they will respond, some of them, they want to respond. And after I've connected with them, some of them, they will come and say, what is it? Some of them, they'll say direct, I'm interested. I take them, I ask them if they can give me their WhatsApp number, and so that we can have more information. So what I do when we come to WhatsApp, we of course I call them. I ask them to if they're okay, if we can talk. So I think that is the best way to connect with someone, and so that I can share a little bit of myself and I can hear a little bit of themselves. So after that, I send them the link. One of our leader has done so many business presentations. And so I took one of the link from YouTube, and that is the link that I share with people for them to get to know more about the business. After that, if they have questions, they will share with me, and then we move forward from there. So what when I started, I was sending like 50 to 60 messages a day, but I came to realize that I was not effective in consistency, but also the quality of people that I was inviting the business. So I had to reduce my number to 30 people a day. The reason why I wanted to have a number that I can be able to commit myself to do it every single day. And so every day I make sure that I send message to 30 people, like I connect with 30 people a day. And that has helped me to spend some time to go in the profiles and see what kind of people they are before I send them the message. So the most important thing, I think, is start with the decision. I made decision first, and then I was willing to do the work, because at the end of the day, no one is gonna do the work for you, but also I committed myself to do it consistently. And I remember our leader last month was doing a series of trainings, and he was teaching us that we need to have we need to have at least 3 ways that we for prospecting. And my ways are social media. Here in Tanzania, I use more of local advertisements, and then also I use referrals and the people that I already know. So that is what I do. But the most important thing is I do them, these activities in consistency. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miriam. I hope we have gotten an idea of what Miriam does, and I hope you're picking something from her and seeing how exactly you can go and implement that. So let me also invite Betty. Betty, our ego, Betty, I love that title. Betty Kaona, I want you to share just in brief, just in 1 minute or so, on how do you manage not to be 4-5cc active by retailing. I know you're doing that very well, but also how are you managing to recruit now?
Thank you so much, Coach Enos, for this opportunity. Good evening, leaders. How I've managed to recruit or to do more than 4 CCs is by me adhering to my coach. Firstly, I made a decision to increase my CCs. I was too relaxed and I wanted to earn more. So I decided to be deliberate. Every morning when I wake up, I do things deliberately. I reach out to people on social media. I do phone calls. I send messages, and I participate in every team activities that I'm assigned to do. I attend presentations. I invite prospects, and I also adhere to what my leader tells me to do. I never miss an opportunity to talk to my leader on a daily basis. That has helped me to grow in my business. So from that, I even learned how to, I was very good with social media, but with my leader's help, I've been able to reach out to more people, and I'm planning to expand my business to other countries through social media. And so far, it's working well for me. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Betty. And you know, I hope we are all seeing how we can really maximize on social media, and definitely it can help us. And social media is very effective, and the more we use it, the better we get at it. And I'm so happy and excited that next week, we're gonna have one of our social media gurus from Tanzania training us, and we're gonna take it step by step. We're first gonna have them train us on how we can use social media to improve on our retailing. Or we'll see, if the time will allow, we might strike two birds with one stone. We might do retailing and recruiting as well. But if not, then next week we'll focus more on retailing on social media. And then the other Tuesday, we're gonna go now into focusing on recruiting on social media, because we see that's an area that definitely has got huge potential. And right now, Zambia especially, the COVID situation is really bad. I know, up down there. So the more we can maximize on social media, the better we can all grow in the business. And on the same note, so get excited. I mean, remain excited on the coming week training. It's going to be amazing. Oh, sure, almost 2 hours in training. All right, this is awesome. So another thing that I want to encourage each and every one of you here to start using, especially those who are using Android. I know this app is not yet on iOS. So all those who are using Android, we have got an app called Biashara Plus. Biashara means business in Kiswahili. It's business in Swahili. This app is meant to help you in calculating your orders and your CCs, so that when you're sending your orders to Forever, you send a complete order, meaning you sent the order, and if you're paying using mobile money, and we are soon going to get MTN into our payment system as well. So when you're paying using your mobile money, it's like you send your order to Forever, it's properly calculated, and it has also the payment there, so that the person receiving the order not in Tanzania, at the office there, does not even have to call you and say, this is the total, this is the amount of money that you need to deposit. It's like everything is done. The person just keys in the order, and you'll be sent an order number, which you can come and collect and go, you know, or you can send someone to come and collect the order and go. That's where we're going. But in order for that to be effective, we need to make sure that when we're sending the orders to the center, they're properly calculated. And that's why I want to encourage everybody to start using Biashara Plus. And you can download the app on your app store. If you need any help on that, you can reach out to your upline or even to me. And when you get onto Biashara Plus, you know, it's a digital price list. So you can go and select your level. Like here, I've given an example of an assistant supervisor. So let's say you have selected 3 aloe vera gels and 1 toothpaste, right? So it will give you, the price is 1,103 kwacha, and the CCs, you know, they're there already, right? And then once you have made the selection, it's very easy from there. Once you have selected the products that you want, if you go to this button here, and just go play around with the app anyways, you can't break it. If you take this button here, if you click this button, it will take you to this page here. So you can copy that message and send it now to WhatsApp. Send it to the Forever WhatsApp number, attach it with your payment and send it through. Alternatively, instead of copying it, you simply go to checkout. Go to checkout, and then when you go to checkout, if you click checkout, it will give you an option if you want to send, if you want to email the product, or if how do you want to send the product, if you want to copy it or if you want to email it. Okay, so if you're sending the product to the Zambia office, then you can easily straight away there, if you just say send the order, it will give you an option to put in the amount, your payments, which you have paid either via Airtel Money right now, and simply send. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to start playing around with the app, because really that is the future. That is where we are going. So in closing the meeting, guys, in closing the meeting, I want to remind you of what we have done here today, guys. I want to remind you of what we have done here today. I don't want you to forget the buffet. I don't want you to forget the big possibilities that you have. But I want you to remind you to have laser focus on the core and the most important thing, which is to get you to manager by April next year. Get to manager by April next year. And in order for you to be a manager by April next year, it starts with you becoming 5cc active in August. Challenge yourself to go for 5cc active in August. If you're already a 5cc achiever, look into your team and see how many people can I get to 5cc in my team, or at least 4cc's in my team. And when you focus on 5cc and you make sure each and every month you're growing, I can promise you, come the end of April next year, you're going to be a manager. And when it starts, the next Ego Manager starts 1st May 2022, you are ready for Ego Manager. You are ready for all the big things. So do not allow yourself to settle for Nshima only on the buffet. Do not allow yourself to settle for only rice and beans on your buffet, while you literally have an opportunity to go for the gold. So go for everything. I wish you all an amazing month of August, guys. Last month, we grew by over 10%, 11%, which was brilliant, amazing. You know, I'm going to send out a post of that growth, put it in all your social media, that we are so excited in our business with all the financial, the economic challenges. We still have grown over 11%. Things are happening, you know, make some noise about it, because I'm telling you for a fact, there are people right now that are looking for opportunities that are still working right now. So thank you so much. I wish you all an amazing month of August, and definitely we're going to catch up next Tuesday. Thank you so much. I've taken a lot longer. You know, it was an exciting one. Thank you so much, leaders.